Hi Holly. Glad to see you took another crack at this course and trying some different handling. Let's let it roll here and then we can kind of break it down and see what worked and what didn't work. And maybe I can come up with a couple more suggestions that you can play around with. If going for the front of the lake kind of in the way. Go. Good girl. You tell her, Mom. You tell Mom there, Ember. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning here and look at this in a little more detail. I'm glad you took the challenge. I knew you were an accomplished handler and you have a quick dog, so I thought it would be interesting to really challenge you to try to do the front crosses around jump 3 there. So one of the things I liked about what you did here a lot was you said, okay, you're going to get lateral. So you did this nice lead out here where you stepped away with the notion that you're going to run parallel to these and not go in as deep to this jump over here. Sorry, jump number 2, this bad boy here. So let's see what happens here. So you came in, you're in a good position, so you're nice and lateral. You don't have very far to move to make this happen. So you came out, nice early cue for the wrap, so I really liked it a lot. You possibly could have been a little bit more this way, but that's not critical. So you get your cue, and this is something I'd like you to really think about when you're doing this. So you're kind of stuck there after that front cross, and you're really bringing your arm down. I would urge you, as soon as you see her commit here, I want you to stay standing more upright and really try to get that motion going. Really turn and go. So don't be waiting there. You need just a little bit of eye contact to make sure you've got her. She knows what side to be on, but you need to get moving immediately to the third jump here. Because now you're in a foot race with a very fast dog, right? You haven't even started moving yet, and she's caught you. So that makes the rest of this really tough. So here, that's actually pretty good, but you're starting a cue with the new arm for the front cross, great, but she really caught you flat-footed because you were kind of stuck there. So I would say it all kind of was hinged on that being stuck at the jump number 2. She came up, kept the bar up. Oh, no, she didn't. That's right. I was looking at the other outtakes where she did keep it up. She was just reacting like to you being in the way and having to wrap around you like that. So the challenge here is, speedy dog. It's wonderful having a fast dog, but it also is challenging. So you kept moving, you're going, you're here, and this is a case where she's already committed. She probably knows the course to some degree, so you can see she's already taking off with a bit of a turn. But had you been a little further ahead, you got set on your set back on your heels a little bit back at 2 there. So now you're really just catching up. I would have loved to see this arm up before she even commits, and you already starting to rotate in the new direction. So we keep going. You pick her up. That's all good. That's fine. You kind of wait for her a little bit here. Support the jump. That's fine. This one I liked a lot. I thought you were in a really good position. I think this is one I want to look at in a little more detail. So your cue is there. She sees it. She jumps turning, and that bar comes down. And this is really what I wanted to talk to you about, was whether you had a chance to work on any of those one jump drills. Because I think this is a case where your cueing was appropriate. You didn't spring the wrap on her at all. So I think she knew what was expected of her. And this is a case where I would actually, for flyer, I had this on some wraps, where I would actually mark it and say, oops, pal, let's try again. Go back, say back at the tunnel, and work on this a few times, and then really reward when she keeps the bar up and does a nice job. So I would tend to do that. Here you're pretty good. It would have been nice if you were a little earlier on that wrap, but that's how it goes. She got that one. It's the mirror image of the wrap you just did the other way, which is what I kind of like about this course. So she was perfect there, and you were kind of recovering from that other bar, so that's fine. That's no big deal. And you set her back and then take care of the rest of it. So I think I said this to you before. Just an awesome dog. I just love her to pieces. Um, and you've got a lot of good skills. So I think the missing piece is let's get you moving sooner. Use your first use your lateral distance, which you did a nice job on. Get moving sooner. Stay upright on those wraps, and as soon as she is committed, get moving. Don't wait for her. This is a fast dog. You don't have time to wait for her. Similarly, on wraps, I tend to get the new arm up early so that the dog really sees me cueing with, like on our PAL 3 here, I would get that left arm up almost immediately for the front cross. So I would urge you to put the pedal down, try to cue a little earlier, and then I'd work definitely those drills on jump wraps with her and really reward her for keeping the bars up. And I would even consider a no reward marker on ones where she drops them, and go from there. So I really appreciate you being involved in my first experiments with remote coaching, and I'd love to hear your comments and thoughts, and hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. I set up the opening of the same course and just wanted to show how you could get those two front crosses if you move a little sooner. So here we go with me and Flyer. I did the same kind of lead out you did, got some lateral motion. I show him the jump, and as he comes to the front side of the second jump, I'm already starting my rotation, cueing, and even before he is taking the jump, I'm already turning and moving to the third jump. And that puts me nice and far ahead. I can show the backside, and still before he takes off, I'm already beginning my rotation and picking him up. Here's actually where my handling kind of falls apart, is I pick him up and didn't realize how close I was to this next jump. So you'll see me show a lot of forward motion here. And what does it do to Flyer's path? He takes the jump not turning at all, right? He didn't see my cue for the turn because I was so late. He lands so long, and then it lets me get really far ahead, but it's not a very good line for him. So just wanted to show one way you could get those two front crosses.